So all we really have left is a doctor's controller. And to save you from watching me do so much copy paste and typing and so on, I've just got the code and I put it all in place at once. We'll just kind of walk through the changes that we felt were important to make here for the doctor. Doctor, of course, is a simpler object. Other than a required first and last name, there's no other validation in the object itself. There's no I-validatable object. There is a twist on it. There is some database errors that could happen. So we'll get to that in a minute, right? So first of all I did in the index here is I added as no tracking, okay? Same thing in the details. We added the as no tracking there as well, just for that slight improvement in terms of efficiency. We don't need a change tracker in either case, right? Okay, now down to the create. Nothing to change in the get here. In the post for the create, well, we're still using our whitelist, okay, for the doctor, so that's good. We added our try catch because we didn't even have one, right? Same thing, we'll check if the model is valid here. We'll add the doctor, save changes, and redirect back to the index if all goes well. Now, as I said, there's not too much in the way of any database exceptions we might anticipate. So I just have a simple model error here. It's going to show in the summary at the top, unable to save changes. All right, try again, and if the problem persists, whatever, right? So that's all there really is to that one. Nice and simple. Edit, okay? Basically nothing much to do here in the get. In the post, the biggest job was the post here for edit because we changed the approach, okay? We just get the ID. We go and we get our doctor to update from the database, make sure we got it, and then we switch the if to use our try update model, right? Now there's only 3 properties. We update all 3 of these properties, first, middle, and last name. And as long as that's successful, we come in here, save changes. Okay, remember we took out, there was a call to update. We don't need that anymore because we have our update happened already by try update model. We just call save changes, and don't forget to move this redirect to the index line from further down up here inside the try block. Our catch, okay, we left this alone. We'll be coming back and doing work with concurrency more later on. Again, there's no database error we can anticipate in terms of an edit, so there's really just our general message, unable to save changes if we ever did get one, okay? All right. Now, actually, because of the database error, the referential integrity, this is actually the most interesting here. So for the delete, I am going to add as no tracking in the get here for delete. But when it comes down to the post, okay, notice I'm going to use the exact same query here to go and get the doctor, right, as I have just without as no tracking. Add the try, and all the code that was here went into the try block. So as long as we got the doctor from the database, we call remove, save changes, and go back to the index, right? Here is the more interesting one. For the first time, let me remind you, back in the context, remember we added this, okay, to the primary foreign key relationship, doctor to patient, we added this restriction on delete behavior, right? So as a result, we might get this message, foreign key constraint failed, okay? Unable to delete doctor is the message I want to show in the summary. Don't forget, we have to add that div for the summary to the actual delete view, right? But we'll show this message, you cannot delete a doctor that has patients assigned. We have our else block, you know, if there was a DB update exception for some other reason, we'll give our general message again. Don't forget to also, you'll have to manually add return view because it doesn't have it inside here at this point in time. And those are all the changes that we've done to the doctor's controller. Hard to see too much going on here. Let me run it once more. Okay, here we are. With doctors, now of course if I do a create, right, it shows you that we do have some validation, right? We have required first and last name. Other than that, there's not too much I can do here. Let me try, I know Gregory House got a few patients, so if I go to delete, are you sure you want to delete this? I click delete, and there we go. Unable to delete doctor. Remember, you cannot delete a doctor that has patients assigned, right? If you want, I will create a new doctor. Okay, I'll create myself as a doctor. I'm in the list, but I have no patients assigned. So when I come into delete, there we go. I was successfully able to delete that doctor, and that was the end of it. So that's it. We've basically completed step 3 with all the most critical changes that we need right now to our controllers, our views, and everything else.